A moment to savour for all of us. Lined up on the start line, their eyes fixed on the prize. It is the ultimate calm before the inevitable storm. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Was special, now stand by for this. You've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job is to make sure he shuts down any build-up play in that area.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. There's the whistle. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. Now it's Kramaric.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Kane. For Rice. And it's O'Reilly. And it's Rice. Kane. That's really well manoeuvred. So what can they make of this? And here's Bellingham. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Bellingham really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Konsa. Played for Stones. And it's Rice. Anderson. And Alexander-Arnold. Nothing much to report on so far. Each side waiting to make their first move. Threads one in. That's been cut out, well played. Rice. Perisic. And it's Modric. Kramaric. Budimir. Now it's Kane. And claimed it back swiftly. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Alexander-Arnold. Rice. And here's Kane.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Stanisic. Croatia are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Plays it across. That's not going far. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Gerrard. O'Reilly. Rice. Little pass back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Pasalic. And Guardiol. Now it's Budimir. Pasalic. And it's Modric. And here's Budimir. Rice. Now this could be a chance. Can he get on the end of this? Very nicely done. Kovacic did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's Perisic. Perisic, and he's had it nicked away. Stones. Kane. Now O'Reilly. Gerrard, never out of the action for very long. That is lovely. Oh, strongly challenged there. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Pasalic. Now it's Pasalic. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Alexander-Arnold. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
Such good technique.
That is good strength. Modric. Kramaric.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Anderson does well to get it back. Kane. And it's Rice. That's Gerrard. And it's Gerrard. Stones. And it's Kane.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Guardiol. And we've reached half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
And just a quick reminder today to please
first
drink
half
responsibly.
thoughts?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition.
Thank you very much for your
They need to play with
cooperation.
more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
Everyone, please welcome our players to the field.
We're on the move again.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Perisic looking for the run.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And Kovacic. Guardiol. And it's Modric. Budimir! Rice. Gerrard. Bellingham. And Alexander-Arnold. Passing is crisp and sharp. O'Reilly. Now Konsa. And it's Rice. Gerrard. Now Konsa. Anderson. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Rice. Tries to pass it through. Oh, he's found support out wide. England claiming a corner, and the referee concurs.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
The attendance for this match was 50,914.
Report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Kovacic. Rice. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Kovacic. And here's Budimir. Pass is just off target. Deftly away. Konsa. Yehi. Now Konsa. Pass somewhat off target. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, it's pretty clear the manager's not been getting what he wants out of his players, so a substitution was going to come. I think it could have been sooner.
Substitutions taking place.
Vardiol looking to receive it in space. That's good play. And that is headed for the middle.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
They get a throw in. Showing good feet. Croatia have opted to make another change here.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile. The man pulling the strings.
Alexander-Arnold. Anderson. And it's Gerrard. Rice. Half an hour gone in the second half. Nice sequence of passes this. It's Kane! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Substitution in progress.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking...
Oh, good climb! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
In with the challenge. Kovacic cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Now it's Pasalic. Kovacic.
Croatia really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Now it's Pasalic. Konsa can clear it away. Aimed beyond the defence. So no flag here. And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
Substitution for England. Number 8.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Number 3. Number 22. Jones.
Pickford claims
In the
comfort.
field, number 20.
Well, that might be that,
Watkins.
Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to
24,
settle for the draw now.
Reece James. Number 37, Mainu.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Konsa.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
There will be 3 minutes
Mainu.
added time.
Now it's Kane. Vlasic. Out towards the flank. He's on it. Can he get... Goes for a shot! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Yeah, we can't fault him for the attempt.
And time is up. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Your final thoughts, Jim?
England can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
Hello attendees, this is a lost children's announcement. Would the father of a boy in a yellow t-shirt kindly make his way to the information center?
We're becoming used to scenes just like this in this
Hello, everybody,
endless
and welcome
festival of
to
and
our
more
players.
significance. No question, everyone here is in the mood. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And we rise now for the English national anthem. So, Jim, would you say that this formation has become the norm in recent years?
Yeah, I think it's one that places the emphasis on your centre forward, not just holding the ball up or finishing, but all the movement that happens around him, outside and inside the box. And he has to link up with that midfield and bring everybody into play, which ensures a more cohesive system.
So off we go then. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. Gehi cuts it out. Tony has been included in the starting lineup. Does he have a key role to play here, Jim?
Well, he's the kind of player, Peter, who can conjure up a goal out of relatively nothing. He's also a very good communicator and a great team player, so I wouldn't be surprised to see him fitting right in with his new teammates today.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Kane, Gerrard, Stones, and it's Alexander-Arnold, played into space. No, that's been intercepted, and he's there to get it away. The most accurate pass, so no chances falling either way for the time being. Rice turns back here, probably the best option. And Gehi, O'Reilly. And here's Kane, now it's Tony. Well, that is good, super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Fatawu. That's a super give and go. Yeah, that looks a decent ball. And the finish! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Fatawu deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
England, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Anderson for Rice. Anderson. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Ivan Toney really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Sulemana looking to play him in. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Rice. And it's Gerrard. Passing is crisp and sharp. Aims beyond the defence. The referee's awarded a free kick.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
He's trying the shot. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Sulemana. He's found a way past. That's Partey. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rice to Gerrard, and here's Tony, and here's Gerrard, and it's Alexander-Arnold, and a header! Goal, England! A great delivery and a finish to match.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Is number 9, Harry Kane!
England have their opener. It is a goal of real significance. Now it's Ayew. Pass is just off target. Kane. O'Reilly. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. England are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Fatawu. Spread it left. That is good progress on the left. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's there to make the block. Tries to get it clear. Ball is over the line. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Gerrard wins the duel this time. Kane tries to play it through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Now it's Ayew.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Stones. Anderson. So, a temporary halt to the action. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Please be made
England
aware
come
that
in
smoking
leading
is
by
only
just the
permitted
odd
in
goal.
designated areas within these
I thought that was
grounds.
a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
England can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break.
Everyone, please welcome our players.
So off we go again. England leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Partey. It requires real discipline to defend this deep, and they are showing just such discipline. O'Reilly tries to clear. Oh, that's neat. It's out for a goal kick. Alexander-Arnold. Gerrard. This is a promising build-up.
You have to expect that from everyone now. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Alexander-Arnold. Sulemana. Being still separated by the game's only goal. Played out wide. Looking for the far post. Cleared without hesitation. And that is masterful defending. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Rice. Gerrard. Gerrard. Never out of the action for very long. And it's Gerrard.
The attendance for this
Now
match
Anderson.
was 80,314.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Oh, that's well spotted. Rice. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. And the return pass. Fatawu. Now it's Fatawu. That has been slung wide. Showing good feet. Tries a shot! A chorus of approval here. It's really good play.
Substitution for Ghana. Number 25.
Ghana can now
Coming on to
introduce
replace
the first
him
of their
is
substitutes.
Number
Yeah, it's
23.
pretty clear the manager's not been getting what he wants out of his players, so a substitution was going to come. I think it could have been sooner.
Gerrard. Gerrard being hunted in packs.
Well, he's been dropping into space and spraying balls all over the pitch, so enough seems enough now.
O'Reilly. Now Anderson. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's going wide left. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now it's Tony. Now it's Ayew. Shifted it to the flank. Fatawu has it in a wide position. Lovely bit of skill. Fatawu's cross.
Well played and well cleared. Ghana really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
O'Reilly. And it's Rice. Now it's Tony. Partey producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Now it's come to nothing. Rice. Now it's Tony. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Quick look, then plays it in.
England.
And he was quick to react. And here's Kane. Nicely weighted ball.
Ivan Toney clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything
1 minute at a
his way.
time.
Well seen. And that will be the final act. England have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Kane picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, it may be smiles all round, Peter, but it's a game that's given the boss some food for thought. Good result, yes, but they really could have done with making life easier.
I'm
all it would
afraid
have
to
needed
tell
was
you
just
that
to
we're
take another
expecting
chance or
traffic to be
two.
heavy after the final whistle today.
Heady ambitions here, ahead of a game of massive consequence.
everybody, and welcome
The
to
objectives
today's
are
match.
clear. To miss out on them would be unthinkable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And we rise now for the English national anthem. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I'm a huge fan of Bukayo Saka. Someone always praised for his versatility, his attitude and his cleverness around the pitch. He has the potential to excel in all positions across that front line. But I personally like to see him as part of a front three. I think he operates best in that area.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. So that's got things underway. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. Oh, that's well spotted. He's looking wide. Elects to cross. At all, having had a great deal of the ball. He has found the way through. Now, can they get him away? And it's made its way to him. Pickford deals with that nice and simple. James. Saka. Anderson. For Rashford. Oh, now he... And the shots!
England definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the opposition might see some trouble.
Gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Now it's Watkins. Murillo. Now he's off and running. O'Reilly cuts it out. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Stones. It's a pretty loose pass. And the keeper takes decisive action. Out for a throw. Anderson carries the ball down the right. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Now that's well seen too. Rice gets on his bike and on the move. And it's Rashford. O'Reilly. It's wide, but only just.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really...
somewhat off target. Spread to the right. Saka going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Murillo. He's in plenty of space here. Good take, and is he in? That's an excellent interception. Bellingham. It's Saka. It's a good run down the right. Muscular approach does pay off here. Godoy. The less said about that pass, the better. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
That looks a good ball through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Godoy. That's destined for the flank. Saka was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Oh, can he get onto this? That is good alertness. Stones. James. Anderson. And it's Rice. That's a good ball out wide. Looking to play him in.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Rashford. O'Reilly. And it's Rashford. It's Bellingham. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
Be made aware that smoking is only
views on the
permitted
first
in
half?
designated areas
I
within
wouldn't say it was the
grounds.
most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in this second half.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break.